And ESPN.com polled a panel of 16 experts to come up with the East and Western Conference champions. In the East, no surprise, the Bucks are the overwhelming choice. But in the West, it is practically an even split. As you see there, 9 take the Clippers, 7 take the Lakers. Now, Jalen Rose, you began, if I remember, I'm going to try and trace the history of this. I feel like there was a time when you were picking the Lakers, then you switched it to the Clippers, and a little birdie has whispered in my ear that you're getting a little concerned about the Clipper pick. Where do we stand right now?
So it's a long season, Greeny. Okay, COVID-19 has us working from home. We're doing this from 3 different locations. Here's the deal. Going into the bubble, once games start in the playoffs, if everyone is healthy, I'm picking the Clippers to win the West. I think having 4 players that can get me 20 points on a nightly basis with Kawhi PG, Lou Will, and Montrezl Harrell is going to be something that propels them. Lakers do have LeBron. They do have AD. They have an amazing team. To me, those are the 2 best teams in basketball. But I just think when your offense breaks down, which it will, in particular in the playoffs against a stout defense like the Clippers also have, I think having multiple guys make plays off the dribble is going to be the difference. The Clippers are my pick.
Go ahead, David.
I don't even think Jalen believes in the Clippers. He's just sticking with his previous pick from before. If you look at bubble production, you know what the Lakers are getting. But look at Kawhi Leonard in the bubble. He has played 3 games. He's averaging 26% from the floor. 26% from the floor, 22% from 3, just over 10 points. Kawhi has not been himself, and this Clippers team has not been itself. They've only been at full strength for 12 games this entire season, and they have guys going in and out of the bubble. We're getting wings, we're attending funerals. Montrezl Harrell, we don't know when he's going to get back. Like, this Clippers team is not the Clippers team it looks like on paper in actuality, especially with the performance of Kawhi Leonard.
Michael Greenberg,
Yes.
Please allow me to chime in here.
Please do.
Switch your pick right now, Jay. Switch your pick.
Giving me stats from the bubble for
Switch your
Kawhi
pick right now.
Leonard, a 2-time Finals MVP, the guy that just won the championship last year. You giving me stats from the bubble, and you trying to act like the Clippers are out of character? I saw LeBron before he went to the bubble. I saw Dame Lillard before he went to the bubble. Both of those guys basically act like they were going to do a bid.
So I'm being criticized for watching the latest basketball games and then taking away noticing trends. The last 3 basketball games that Kawhi Leonard played, he did not play well. Yes, that happened, and you know it happened. You're going to switch your pick. Just do it. If you're not today, it's going to be tomorrow or the day after. You are going to switch your pick eventually. I promise you, you will. Look at this. 10 points a game, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Now, granted, those are limited minutes.
Greeny.
Yes.
26% from the floor.
Guy just yet off of his productivity.
I'm judging LeBron.
All of us know
I'm judging AD.
How about this? Somebody took time and energy to put that up there, okay?
Yeah.
David Jacoby had somebody put that up there. And for all of y'all, I want y'all to know that's irrelevant. What Kawhi Leonard did in the exhibition game in a bubble is irrelevant. Talk to me when the playoffs come.
J.R. Smith has been more productive than Kawhi Leonard thus far in Orlando.
David, I want to be on your side, but I have to confess, Kawhi Leonard's numbers in 3 scrimmages in the bubble do not feel to me like a good reason not to pick the Clippers. I am picking the Lakers. I'm on your side. I've been on the Lakers since the year began, but I can't go with that as my reasoning.
All right, well, let me help you here. Zubac, Shamit, Montrez, Pat Bev, Lou Will, all have been out of the bubble and then plan to return to it. They do not have their team. So when you have 4 months off, you need to get together. You need to build chemistry. You need to build a vibe and get momentum together. The Clippers are not the Clippers right now. They have 5 of their key players out and in of the bubble.
This is a marathon for the Clippers. They're planning on being there 3 months, Jacoby. This ain't the Wizards who know that they're just there for a shot of espresso. They're going to be there for 3 months. You see all those undershirts Pat Beverly took? He's planning on being there. They will make it to the bubble before the playoffs, and the Clippers will win the West.
Jalen is so upset he's actually shrinking in his seat. You see, he's just getting lower and lower as the conversation goes. Okay, quickly. Let's have another minute. I got bold predictions. Season starts tomorrow. Jalen, give me one bold prediction, whatever you like.
Bold prediction, you just saw John Morant hanging on the rim and getting 12 assists. They get in the 8th spot. and Michael Greenberg, Jay Williams will be buying Jalen Rose custom-made suits because the Pelicans will be on the outside of the playoffs looking in.
Oh, we have to negotiate whether the suit bet is still on or not based on the pandemic. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that one off the air. Meanwhile, Jacoby, what's your bold prediction?
First of all, Jalen's bold prediction is the 8th seed in the West stays the 8th seed. That's not a bold prediction. My bold prediction is if the Pacers beat out the Sixers for the number 5 spot, the Heat face the Bucks in the second round and beat the Bucks. Don't forget, March 2nd, the Heat absolutely dominated Giannis and the Bucks. One of Giannis' worst performances the last few years. I have the Heat over the Bucks in the second round of the playoffs. That's a bold prediction. That's a bold prediction.
You guys are so very educated between Northwestern and NYU. Greeny, if I ask you to repeat that scenario that he just said, you can, but I can't. Did he say if the Pacers beat the Sixers,
yes, they're tied for the 5 spot.
The Heat will beat the Bucks?
Yes, exactly what I said.
Okay, that ain't a bold prediction because a lot of things actually have to happen for that to line up. In my prediction, one squad is 3.5 games up, and therefore you need to be +4 to not have a playing game. If they're 4 or less, they might have to play Portland or New Orleans for the actual 8th spot, and I'm still picking Memphis to get it.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.